Hi, everyone. This is Jessie.
This is Francesca.
And we're from the Empower Through Real Estate podcast.
That's right. Episode 4.
Yeah.
And today we're switching things up and we're going to tell a story, or I'm going to tell a story for you.
Yes.
This is an interesting one. And it is a cautionary tale. Mm-hmm. I said on last week's episode, I'm going to give you a cautionary tale from the crypt. And that's because this is kind of spooky.
Yeah.
So
tell us about it.
So I'll tell you about it. So I had these very, very wonderful clients who bought a 2-unit in Portland. And I'm not going to narrow it down any more than that and triangulate their location. Mm-hmm. So long story short, we close on their property. I think it's a Thursday or a Friday. And I'll preface this by saying I always recommend and tell all of my buyer clients to change the locks when they buy a new home.
Always.
Yes. Even if you think, why would I?
Right.
Oh, whatever. Right. No, just do it.
Yeah. It's a cheap purchase.
It's a cheap purchase to protect a very large asset.
Maybe we should start giving in our closing gifts new locks.
Yes.
How amazing
or like the name to a local locksmith. I love that.
Yeah. Go to Home Depot. There's your new deadbolt.
Exactly. Or like a Home Depot gift card and like just write like this is for locks, for your nothing
locks.
else. Only to be used for. I think that's great. Note to self. We're going to watch this again. You can steal it too. So they bought this 2-unit. This is also I don't know if I mentioned, their first time home buyers, also first time investors. Mm-hmm. So this is a huge deal. They're so excited. They had a trip planned for that weekend. So they left for a long weekend. Well, when they come back, they notice that the house, it seems a little strange. They can't get in the front door. They can't get in the back door. And some of the windows are boarded up.
Oh.
So that's
a fun surprise.
It's a fun surprise, right? So they're concerned. They're wondering what's going on. They try to get into their home and someone had barricaded themselves into my client's brand new home. They were obviously scared. They're wondering what's going on. They hear a gentleman inside the home saying, "This is my property. You're trespassing on my property." They did contact the authorities who came in and went through the process of removing this individual, but he had made himself quite cozy. He had gone so far as to start installing different fixtures and appliances that they had bought for their new home. That were there.
Oh my
So they had bought things for the home and had them in the home and just hadn't installed them. And this guy started installing them.
The free labor.
Yeah, I guess. That's a good point. Maybe it wasn't so bad after all. He had bought groceries. He made coffee. And he made himself this is a very old property. This person had made themselves like a little camp in one of the, I don't know what to call this, like a hideaway area.
Mm-hmm. Like a closet?
No, it wasn't a closet. What am I trying to think of? I'm losing.
Porch?
No.
Bedroom?
No, there's essentially they go nowhere.
Okay. Whatever.
There's little hiding spots. He made himself comfortable. He had a little camp
a Harry Potter closet.
Yeah, basically.
Scenario. Okay.
Yeah, hidden away.
Yeah.
Where if nobody, you wouldn't necessarily find him for days.
Oh my God. Imagine if he was just in the house when they got in and then they were like, well, it seems like someone was here, but no one's here.
Right. What's going on?
Oh my God.
And he's just living in there like a Frogger. Yeah, he was squatting in their home. So somebody had broken in, claimed it as their own, and was squatting. He had barricaded numerous windows. Again, he had nailed the bulkhead shut so they couldn't get in from the bulkhead.
Oh my God.
He knew what he was doing, obviously. He knew what he was doing, and he was convinced that it was his property. So the police did remove him. Unfortunately, this man was clearly going through crisis, was ill. He also was, using substances. So then they had to deal with the cleanup of that. And I ran into them at our local Whole Foods a week after, and they said, "Oh my God, Francesca, do I have a story for you? We've been meaning to text you and reach out and let you know this happened. We were so freaked out." And I said, "Did you change the locks?" Like I said, you got it. And they said, "No, we hired a locksmith because these were very old doors. They had specialty locks, and the locksmith couldn't get in until the following week."
Gotcha.
So lesson learned, if you have to hire a locksmith, if you can't replace the locks yourself, have that set up immediately for after closing. Don't wait. It doesn't matter the neighborhood you're in. Doesn't matter.
Right. This could happen anywhere.
It could happen anywhere to anyone.
Yep.
You just don't want to be in the position where, say, you walk in and what if the person had been dangerous or something like that? That's so scary. And it really freaked them out. And that's not the the experience
First
you want.
impression, yeah.
Right. That's not what you want. It felt so terrible. I'm so happy everybody's safe and taken care of, and the property wasn't really damaged. Thank goodness, minus the nails and the bulkhead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my cautionary tale. Could happen to anybody. I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, how can I help? They obviously got a restraining order against this man to make sure he can't come back on the premises.
Yeah. Oh
and
my God.
They're feeling a bit better now.
Good.
But it was scary.
So scary. I cannot imagine like coming into that.
I can't
either. Like we said, it could happen anywhere, but I'm just so surprised it was that location, to be honest.
I was too, and that's why I mentioned that. It was just really shocking.
Yeah, that is shocking.
If it was in a different kind of neighborhood, I might be, and I would have probably been more pushy about making sure they changed their locks, but this is just not somewhere where these things typically happen. But that just goes to show you, always better safe than sorry.
Yep.
And have that locksmith on deck at all times. Ready to go.
Oh my God. I'm glad they're okay.
I am too. Have you ever seen the video? My husband, and this is why after they told me that, I was like, I need to tell Anthony. Anthony's the name of my husband immediately. He has this thing about froggers. He finds it so interesting. And froggers are people that live in your house while you live there.
Oh, and you don't even know about them?
And you don't even know about them. They hide away.
Oh my God.
And he showed me this video once of somebody like opening a hatch in the ceiling in the middle of the night and crawling out into the kitchen. And this was somebody that had been living in the attic of this home for a year. And the people didn't know. And then they started they got suspicious. They started to feel like something was off. So they installed cameras in all the rooms of their home. And that's how they caught him. So those people are out
like
there.
My absolute nightmare.
I know, I have goosebumps.
That is
right now.
I can't do that.
Oh man. After that, Anthony's like, we're getting Simply Safe.
Yeah.
Simply Safe, sponsor us.
Yeah.
No.
Just like all of our Crime Junkie favorite shows.
That's right. That's right.
Hi, Crime Junkie.
Hi, morbid. So that's my cautionary tale from the crypt today.
Yeah.
And it's a good one.
Jinx.
I make not a Coke, pumpkin coffee.
Yeah. I will always buy coffee. All right, guys. Thank you. We will see you on the next podcast.
That's right. I think we're going to have a special guest on our next episode. So
we are.
Something to look forward to.
Stay tuned to hear who that is.
That's right.
All right. Have a good day.